to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a pantry organization video and bringing you guys along while I organize my pantry. So I kind of delayed on doing this because I just got my order in for a final basket and another little divider. I miscounted when I placed my order originally. So everything is in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out my pantry as it is right now. So it isn't awful. I'll be honest. It's not awful, but it's just not up to my standards. So I'm going to show you guys how I organize my pantry, and I'm going to show you everything that I used. So if you're interested in seeing an extreme pantry organization video, please keep watching. Okay, you guys. So this is the before. This is the chaos. So I have water stacked in here. Like I said, I started to try to organize it, but I was still waiting on a couple of things. I just have everything piled, no rhyme or reason here. This is not bad. I have some random cleaning stuff up there. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to move this stuff from up there because it's just so heavy and I really just don't want to hurt myself. Justin had a hard time taking that mixer and moving it up there, so I'm probably just going to leave that stuff up here. But if you notice, I have a bunch of these empty containers, so I'm going to decant all of these baking goods and move it into these containers. And yeah, everything's just kind of thrown everywhere. So this is the before. Alrighty, you guys, so now that I showed you guys what it looks like before, I'm gonna go ahead and clear it out and lay everything here on the counter, clean everything, vacuum it, wipe it down, and show you guys how I'm going to get everything all nice and tidy. So let's get started.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever after. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down.
Okay, you guys, so now that everything's nice and emptied out, I'm gonna leave this there because I just put that all down there and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep it. I'll probably just straighten everything out, but I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum. As you can see, it's really messy, and wipe down all of these shelves because there's like stuff everywhere and it's crazy. I've only been here a month and they're already like flour. That's why I don't like things unorganized and without a home. So I'm going to vacuum this and wipe everything down, and then we'll go ahead and go over all the items we're going to be using to get this pantry nice and organized.
When the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side when the sun goes surrounding me, baby. I'm sure we lost track of time. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? Inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side when the sun goes
Vacuumed and wiped down. I'm going to go ahead and show you everything that I'm going to be using to organize this space. Okay, you guys, before I show you everything I'm going to use to organize the pantry, I just want to show you how I put everything out onto the counter, and it's just a hot mess. So the whole kitchen is just a hot mess, unorganized. So just wanted to give you guys a little overview before I show you what I'm going to be using to organize it all. Okay, you guys, so these are all the products. I do have a couple more over there, but they're like housing some of the goods. So I'll show you guys them as I like put them away. But here I have from the Container Store. So everything's basically from the Container Store or Target. So I have these bin clip labels. I have 6 of those. I have 6 of these large glass wood lid containers. I have 3 medium ones. I'm actually on the hunt for like 1 or 2 more. And then I have 6 small ones. These are all from Target, by the way. And then this little iDesign Lazy Susan divider thing, I have 2 of these. And then I have a riser for cans. And then this riser I've had from the Container Store for a while. And then these black baskets, I picked it from Target. They have them right now for like the college student section. And then I have 6 of these from the Container Store. I'll link everything down below. But yeah, I'm really happy actually that I'm filming this video after I've had a chance to use some of these things so I can show you how they're efficient to save space. So what I want to do is I want to put baskets here, and then I want to put those Lazy Susan things here in the corner because they're round, so it'll save some space, and then kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean all of the containers and get them ready to put all of my dry goods into, and then check back in with you guys after I have these cleaned up, all the labels off of them, and I'm ready to start purging and getting things in the containers. I also have a label, a little label gun that I'll bring out so I can show you guys how to label everything. Okay, you guys, so I just got all the stickers, such, and tags off of all these things. Holy cow, why they need to put like 18 different stickers on glass containers is beyond me. I really feel like that was like, I'll be honest, that's like the most stressful part right now. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and place all the containers in the pantry and just kind of plan out how I want to get everything divided. And then we can kind of move things around before I start filling the bins up, because I don't want to fill the bins up with things and then decide like, oh, maybe I don't want that there. So I wanna see what fits and then start decanting. I did wanna mention, so like for me, I've only been in this house for a month, so I know that really none of this stuff is expired because I just purchased it all within the last couple weeks. So if you're following along and you're gonna, you know, organize your pantry and this gives you inspo, please make sure that when you empty out your pantry, this is a really good time to check all the dates, make sure nothing's expired, and make sure you have no duplicates. And if you do, kind of pile them together so that when you decant them, you can kind of eliminate some of the baggage. So let's go ahead and start mapping out how we're going to place all of our baskets. So these ones are like the medium, I'll show you right now. These are like the medium ones from the Container Store, and I know I want to put those there. Like that's already kind of planned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all these ones there, and then I'm gonna put all the spinny things in the corners to save space. Okay, you guys, so I decided to put the little wire black baskets from Target on the bottom. This hasn't changed. And then the bins like this from the Container Store here. So I did have this one already loaded, so it made no sense to kind of unload it. And then I put the Lazy Susan dividers here because it just is a better use of space and it spins. So I have 2 of those. And then I think here I'm gonna put those containers, all the empty containers, the filled containers. And then up here I have my seasonings and my canned goods. Because I don't buy too many canned goods, I just didn't feel like it was necessary to have it like at eye length, or eye level. So I'll just kind of play around with that and see. Okay, so these are the dividers that I picked up from the Home Edit from Container Store. Oh God. Okay, anyways, so I have these beef sticks that we like to eat. They're the Chomps jalapeno ones. I'm gonna just line these up in there. And then the next thing I'm gonna take is, we really love these Smart Speak candies. So I'm gonna put some of them in here. I have like a little open one, so I'm just gonna tuck that in the back. Okay. The next thing I have are some of these Lily's. This is kind of a grocery haul too. Milk chocolate covered caramels. These ones are stevia sweetened. So clearly these are all like more snacky type things. And then the next thing I have is these keto fudge bites from Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna just throw these in here too. Okay, sorry, they're like all over the place. Okay, so I'm getting these ones all lined up in here. And honestly, it's not necessary, but it really does take it to the next level when you like have all the labels facing the same way. So that's what I'm doing now. And I have one compartment that's still empty, but that's okay. So this is what it looks like. And it spins. And I have one that's still empty, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here on the bottom. So that's gonna be like our little treat one. This next one I'm gonna use for all of Justin's bars for work, and I have those over here. And these are great too if you guys have kids and they're like at the age where they can go grab their own snacks, but they can see them and they're at like eye level for them. These are really good to put like at the bottom of a pantry or in a cabinet or something. They're a little bit more self-sufficient, but I don't know. That's just just a thought. So this is kind of what it looks like once it's all full. I'm gonna go ahead and put this inside the pantry. Okay, so here are the little dividers right in the middle so it saves space. And then here's my little treat one, also right in the middle so it saves space. And then let's go ahead and move into these. So I know that our snacks change often. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have it labeled snacks. So that way I'm not really committed to popcorn or cookies or whatever. And then I'm gonna have one for breakfast stuff, like Justin's oatmeal. I'm gonna have one for coffee, one for paper goods, and then one for like miscellaneous pastas and box food. Since we don't eat a ton of that stuff, it could all be condensed into one little basket. So here's what they look like before they're all filled up. Alrighty guys, checking back in. I have made a little bit of progress. My camera died, so we are charged and ready to go. I ended up putting the breakfast and coffee stuff in here, some paper goods, some like, you know, like Annie's Mac, bread, some tortillas, pasta, just things I don't really use that often, but like to have on hand. So now we will kind of get into putting all this stuff away, which is just, you know, like sauces and spices. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna stack that here, and then we'll get into labeling all the containers and moving everything into like all this stuff, like baking goods and chocolate chips and those kinds of things into those containers. Here I have the tiers with some sauces and some oils, some cooking spices. I'm gonna start by emptying everything out. And I'll be honest, I really like that everything in the pantry is going to be super aesthetic and none of these bright packaging. So I'm allergic to color, if you guys have not noticed. So now I'm gonna use my little Dymo label, and it's pretty cool. It like comes out embossed. So I'm gonna start.
Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, something about you.
So far, I'm really happy with the way that this came out. So we have my pecans, swerve sweetener, monk fruit sweetener, chia seeds, chocolate chips, the Lily's one. So I am freaking obsessed. Okay, so we're gonna move into the medium containers. And I think I'm gonna do like quinoa, rice, and regular flour. quinoa rice, regular flour. Okay, so this is the quinoa that I like, by the way. It's the Trader Joe's tricolor quinoa. It is organic. I really like it. I don't cook it that often, but sometimes I like to put it into Instant Pot recipes. Like when I do chicken. So quinoa. Okay. Basmati rice. I like to have the basmati one in the dry form because I use the frozen Trader Joe's jasmine rice. So it makes no sense to have the jasmine rice in here because I'm an Old Faithful. I love the frozen one. So I'm gonna do the flour. So this is exactly why, do you see all this coming off? This is exactly why I don't like having it in this container. Okay, so our quinoa, our basmati, and our flour is all nice and decanted and labeled. I put these in here too for now so you guys can just see what it looks like, but I may have to move things around a little bit. I think I'm going to put the big containers behind here and then put like the rice and stuff over here or the other way around because I think that's too many containers to have. So we will see how I make it work. Alrighty, so here is the final pantry reveal. Okay, so the top, like I said, is just kind of miscellaneous stuff because I couldn't reach and I don't really access that stuff often. I have Justin behind the camera, so it's a little tight in here, but we'll do our best to kind of show you everything. So now that I kind of see it all here, I may swap this and move this down because I reach for the spices more often than I reach for flour and stuff. But first thing is these bins. I went ahead and labeled everything. I've decided that these labels are going to be temporary until I can order the cute ones off of Etsy. But these are for snacks. And then in the corner here, I have the bars, some more snacks. Up here, we have some pecans, some different kinds of sweeteners, chocolate chips. And like I mentioned, I still have some empty ones here because I have protein powder coming. So I'm going to use these for that. And then up here, I have all of my seasonings, some sauces, some cooking oils, appliance type things, nutrition type things. So I did decide I'm going to order maybe 2 more baskets, one for fitness type things, and then the other one for overstock and baking things that I don't reach for often, so I don't want to put them in a container. On this side, I decided to do breakfast stuff, as well as all of our coffee, paper goods, so plates, forks, parchment paper, baking cups, things like that. And then over here, I labeled this one grains. We have Annie's mac, some bread, some pasta, some baking mix, things that don't really deserve their own basket, so I kind of lumped those all together. And then here we have quinoa, basmati rice, flour, some psyllium husk, almond flour, protein powder, and then I got this cute little thing for recipes, so I'm going to start writing all of our recipes down. Some miscellaneous little baking things, tea, cookbooks, and then some vases, and then just extra paper stuff up there. But I think I'm going to end up moving all of that into bigger baskets. So the Container Store had these ones in a bigger version. So I think I'm going to get 4 and move them up there. And then on the bottom part, we have some Topo Chico, some wine and tequila, some extra water. And then on the bottom, I decided to do some extra water, some extra cold brews, some Gatorades, and then paper bags. And then in that container, I have Zoe's dog food. So I wanted to make this super functional. I didn't want to label things too specific because our snacks change out all the time. So yeah, guys, this is everything. I'm sure it'll look different, and I'll end up doing an updated pantry tour here, in the next couple months once I'm able to use everything. But this is the final pantry refill. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.